Hello, I'm Mensa Augustine. I welcome you to my channel. Please, if you're new here, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have been watching my videos and you've not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe us to the mathematics community. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the second part of the Common Core Assessment Mathematics. So I've done the first lesson. Check the description for the link to that lesson. And this is the second one. So let's see how we do it. Now, we ended at question 21. So you continue from question 22. Now let's see. The graph below shows a journey made by Anita from Accra to Sama and to Breku. Use the graph to answer the questions that follow. Now, this is our graph, and we are to find what speed did Anita travel in the first hour. So, this is Anita's initial place. So, Anita is standing here. So, if Anita comes here to 1, because this is the distance in kilometers and time in hours. So if Anita moves from here to here, that is 1 hour, then you trace from 1 to this point. So let's count here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 lines is giving us 50. So let's do proportion. 5 lines is giving us 50. Then 1 line. A line will give us 50 divided by 5. So a line is 10. So you see that 10, 20, 40, 50, 60. So let us check this line. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. Wow. So it is 80 kilometers per hour. Why is it 80 kilometers per hour? Because the distance traveled is 80 and the time taken is 1 hour. So if you divide 80 kilometers by 1 hour, we get 80 kilometers per hour. That is the speed. Now, how long did Anita rest during the entire journey? So this is the resting period. So here, from this point to this point, so let's see. This point is 1, and up to this point is 2. So between 1 and 2 is 1 hour. So that is B. So Anita did not move. You can see that from here, Anita is still on the 80 kilometers mark. No movement. Okay. Let's look at the next one. What was Anita's average speed from Sama to Breku? So this is Sama. Trace it to the line. That is 4. And here we have 150 up to 200. So here Anita was standing here. Okay. Then Anita traveled to Breku. Okay, here too we have 6. So let us find the time. Between 4 and 6, we have 2 hours. So the time there is 2 hours. And then let us look at the distance traveled from here to this point. And this point, we trace it to the distance line, we get 200. So we need to take the distance. We know that speed equals distance over time. So we need the distance between 50 and 200. So just subtract 50 from 200. That will give you 150. Look at it very well. Let me use here is 50 kilometers mark. Sorry, 200 kilometers mark. And Anita has traveled to this point. So you trace this point back to the distance line, you get 50. So from here to here is just the distance between 50 and 200. So if we need the distance between 50 and 200, subtract 50 from 200, it will give you 150. Divided by the time between 4 and 6 is 2 hours. So if you divide, you are going to get 75 kilometers per hour, and that is B. Wow. Let's see the next one. We have to simplify root 20, and this is our set. I have full video on set, so check the description for that video. We have root 20. Root 20 is simply square root of 4 times square root of 5. Remember, we need perfect squares under the square root. So square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 5, and that will give us 2 root 5 in a very simple way. So here the answer is A. Wow. Now let's check the next one. A shop sells biscuits in packs of 6. The table below shows the number of biscuits sold and the corresponding price. So 6, 10 Ghana cedis, 12, 18 Ghana cedis, 18, 26 Ghana cedis, 24, 34 Ghana cedis. Now, if this pattern continues, how much would it cost to buy 30 biscuits? Now, this one, it is just mapping that has been represented in different way. Wow. So let's see. If we let number of biscuits to be n. Okay, let me use the linear relation. Number of biscuits to be x, and then the price to be y. We can write y equals mx plus c, where m, you call it the gradient. Okay, this is constant and we have x and y. So let us find m equal to change in y over change in x. So let us find the change here. M equals, you take y1 meaning the first one, 10 minus y2 meaning 18. You can also use 18 and 26. If you are using 18 and 26, 18 will be y1 and 26 will be y2. Now here x1 is 6, x2 is 18. So m will give us minus 8 divided by minus 6, which can be reduced to positive 4 out of 3, or it is the same as 8 out of 6. If you cannot reduce it, there's no problem. So m is 4 out of 3. Now we are going to pick one row. We're going to pick one row. You can pick any of the rows. You can pick 6 and 10, 12 and 18, 18 and 20. But I'm going to pick the one with the smallest values, 6 and 10. So here y is 10, equal to 4 on 3 times x is 6 plus c. This gives 10 equals 8 plus c, y 8. 3 will divide 6, 2. 2 times 4, 8. This 3 will divide itself 1, it will divide 6, 2. 4 times 2, 8. So here we subtract 8 from 10. So this gives 2 equals c. Wow. So now we have y equals 4 on 3 x plus 2. I hope you can see. So this is the linear relationship between number of biscuits and price in Ghana cedis. Now, if I have 30 biscuits, then I have to put 30 here. So I'll just write y equals 4 on 3 times 30 plus 2. And this gives 3 will go to SF1, it will go into 30, 10. 4 times 10, 40 plus 2 is 42. Wow. So if you have any shortcut, you can leave it at the comment section. Now, what about if you were asked that if I have if the price is, let me say, if the price is let me take this. If the price is let's take 34 plus 8 plus 8. If the price is 50 cedis, let's assume that the price is 50 cedis. How many biscuits can I buy? If I have 50 Ghana cedis, then that means that if y is 50, we are going to have 4 divided by 3 x plus 2. Then what do? We subtract 2 from the 50 to get 48. So we write 48 equals 4 on 3 times the number of biscuits. So here we multiply here by 3 and multiply here by 3. This will give us 3 times 48 equals 4 times x. Because this 3 will cancel this 3. Now, don't multiply, just divide through by 4. So I have 3 times 48 divided by 4 equals x. And 4 will divide itself 1. It will divide 48 12 times. So 3 times 12 will give us 36. So if I have 50 Ghana cedis, I can buy 36. I can buy 36 biscuits in a very simple way. If I have 50 Ghana cedis, I can buy 36 biscuits in a very simple way. Wow. I hope you've enjoyed that one. If I have 50, I can buy 36 in a very simple. So you see the steps. Subtract 2 from 50. It will give you 48. Then we multiply 2 by 3. So if we multiply 2 by 3, we are going to get 3 times 48 equals 4x. Then we divide 2 by 4. If we divide 2 by 4, we are going to get 3 times 48 divided by 12 divided by 4 rather. Then this 4 will cancel SF1. It will cancel here 12. So that is it. If you like, you put 36 here and check. 3 will divide 36, 16, right? Then 4 times, 3 will divide 36 12 times. Then 4 times 12 is 48 plus 2 give us 50. Now let's look at this one. The table below shows the number of chairs and the corresponding number of tables need for a conference. 2 tables, we need 10 chairs. 4 tables, we need 20 chairs. Then 6, we need 30. 8, we need 40. So you use the same method here to do this one. Use the same method. Use the same method. Use the same method to do this one. Use the same method that I have used to do this one. Use the same method. So here, if we want to use the same method, between 2 and 4, we have 2. Between 10 and 5, we have 10. So m will be equal to 10 divided by 2. And m will be 5. So I pick 10 equal to 5 times x. And x is 2. Plus c. So you see that 10 10 will be C. That is 5 times 2 is 10. Then subtract 10 from 10. So 0 equals C. So this one, we are going to get our equation as y equals 5x plus 0, which is y equals 5x. It means that the number of chairs equals 5 times the number of tables. The number of chairs equals 5 times the number of tables. So let's look at the answer. What is the rule that relates the number of tables to the number of chairs? We have that number of chairs equals number of tables plus 2. No. Number of chairs equals 5 minus number of tables. No. Number of chairs equals number of tables times 5.
Number of chairs equals number of tables divided by 2. So the correct option is C. But I mistakenly circled D. The correct option is C. Number of chairs equals number of tables times 5.
The graph shows a relationship between the number of children and the corresponding number of sachets milk each family received. Use the graph to answer the question that follow. Which of the following mathematical expressions is the rule for the relationship? Assuming n represents the number of children. This one to the same way. You see that from here 1 we get 2. So 1 gives us 2. 2 gives us 3. 3 gives us 5. Oh, sorry. Okay. 1 is 1. 1 is 1. You see that 1 gives us 1. 2 gives us 3. 3 gives us 5. 4 gives us 7. And 5 gives us 9. So use the same thing. Just find m. That is changing this one, the y. So we take 3 minus 1. Or you can take 9 minus 7. Or you can take 7 minus 5. Divided by 2 minus 1. That gives 2 divided by 1, which is equal to 2. So you have m equal to 2. So let us take this rule. Y is 1, x is 1. So we take 1 equal to 2 times x, that is 1, plus c. And this will give us 1 equals 2 plus c. Wow. So we have 1 minus 2 equals c. And we have negative 1 equals c. In a very simple way. So now, let us write. Here, we were giving n to represent the number of children. So here, this is the number of children, that is x. So we have y is equal to mn plus c. Note that. Because the question gives that we should represent n as number of children. That is our x. So we are going to have y equals 2n minus 1. Because c equals negative 1. In a very simple way. So you see that 2 times 1 minus 1 will give us 1. 2 times 2 minus 1 will give us 3. 2 times 3 minus 1 will give us 5. So for instance, if I need number of sachet milk, I'll just, if n equal to 5, I have number of sachet milk equals 2 times 5 minus 1. That is 10 minus 1, that is 9. In a very simple way. Wow, I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Please like, share, and follow for us to build the mathematics community. Now let's look at this one. How many sachet milk will 12 children receive? 12 children. So 12 children, we need to put, for 12 children, we have y equals 2n minus 1, where n is the number of children. So we take y equals 2 times 12 minus 1. 2 times 12 is 24, minus 1 will give us 23. In a very simple way. Wow, this one I didn't circle the answer. The answer is A, right? Okay. And here it is 23. So let's see this question. we have that. Look at the sails on the boat. How many lines of symmetry has the sail in the shape of a triangle labeled ABC? ABC. Now you see that this shape is it's a scaling triangle because all the sides are not the same. So a scaling triangle has no line of symmetry. It's a scaling triangle, right? It has no line of symmetry. This, if I do this, it is an equilateral triangle, or I can do it this way. It's an equilateral triangle. But if, let's say I do this, this is an isosceles because these pair of lines are the same. Wow. So this is scaling because all the sides are not the same. So a scaling triangle has no lines of symmetry. It means that if you are to fold this, you will not get a symmetry. Now let's look at the next one. What is the slope of the hill the car is climbing? So slope. The slope is simply means the gradient. So the slope S is equal to, let's say that here is 0 position. Wow. If you move from here to here, you've moved to 12 feet. From 0 up here, you've moved 3 feet. So the slope simply means 3 minus 0 divided by 12 minus 0, which is the same as 3 on 12, which is the same as 1 out of 4. That is the slope, because the slope is changing y over changing x. So from 0, then you've moved up here to 3. So you've changed your position from 0 to 3. And here from 0, you've moved in this direction to 12. So you've changed from 0 to 12. So the correct answer is A. Now let's see this one. So I'll leave this question for you to try at the comment section. Wow. Okay, so try this question and leave your answer there. It is not difficult, right? Let's see. Okay. Jane and Mark went to a store. Okay, let me solve this one and then leave this one. Which is which? Yes. Which one should I leave and which one should I solve? Or I should leave both of them for you to try. Okay, let's do this one. Your car is currently 3 years old and is worth 10,000. Wow. 2 years ago, it's worth 12,400. Wow. Assuming the car's value depreciates linearly with time, create an equation for the value of the car in terms of its age. Let V represent the value of the car and the age of the car in years. Wow. Now, this is very simple. 2 years, it was 12,400. Then 3 years, it is 10,000. Wow. So what do? We look at the depreciation. That is the change. So here we still have y equals mx plus c. But here, let V represent the value of the car in Ghana cedis and t the age of the car. So we have V equals mt plus c. So let us find our m. M equals the change, 10,000 minus 12,400. That will give us minus 2,400. Wow. So you can pick any of the line to represent V and T. So if I pick this line, 3 and 10,000, I'm going to have 10,000 equals minus 2,400 times 3 plus C. And I'm going to have 10,000. If I multiply this, I'm going to get 72,000. That is 24 times 3. 24 times 3 is 72. So this will give me minus 7,200 plus C. And this one will come here to add. So I'll have 10,000 plus 7,200 equals C. So that will give me 17,200 equals C in a very simple way. So you can check that in a very simple way. You can check what we call 10,000 plus 7,200. You see that you get 17,200. So you're going to put in M and C. So we have V equals M minus 2,400. Wow. T plus 17,200. So what is the correct option? I think it is A. So this is simply equation of a straight line. Yes, you are supposed to find the equation of a straight line given the gradient and a point in a very simple way. So let's see the second one. What's it? Jane and Mark went to a store to buy some pens and notebooks. Wow, they will give me some, huh? Yes. They bought a total of 8 items and spent Ghana 28 cedis. Pens cost Ghana 3 cedis each and notebooks cost Ghana 4 cedis each. How many pens and notebooks did they buy? This is a simultaneous equation, right? So use graphs to solve equations involving two linear relations. But I don't have graph here, so let's do it algebraically without using the graph, right? Let's do it without using the graph. So here the items are 8. So X pens plus Y, sorry, they bought a total of 8. So X pens plus Y notebooks equals 8. Then 3 pens will cost 3X plus 4Y gives 28. Wow. Is that so? Yeah, that is it. There are 8 items. So the number of items, we have 8. And then we have this one. So what do we do? Solve this simultaneous equation step by step and leave your answer at the comment section. So the answer will give you either A, B, or C, or D. So we solve this simultaneous equation and you'll get it there. Okay. Now let's see this one. So this is the answer D. Let's see. Niaman visited the bank to invest some amount of money. Study the picture carefully and use the information in it to answer question 31. Wow, Niama, you like investment, right? Who is Niama? Okay. So, wow, Niama, you are saving for 2 years, right? At a rate of 5%, you have 20,000. Why don't you give us the 20,000 so that we spend it? And you are going to do an investment. No problem. If that is what you want, you also calculate the amount of money, or is it the simple interest that you are going to get? So the simple interest is the principal times the rate times the time divided by 100. So Niyama, this is what we are going to use to calculate your interest for you. So the principal Niyama is the money that we are putting there. So that is 20,000 times, this is the rate that we are giving you, 5 times the time you want your money to be at our bank divided by 100. So Niyama, use these 2 zeros to cancel these 2 zeros. Then 5 times 2 is 10. Multiply this 10 by 2 to get 20. Then you have these 2 zeros left here. 1, 2. So Niyama, 2 years time, we are only going to give you only 2,000 Ghana cedis. Wow. So study the building plan carefully. Wow. So we are going to be engineers, right? Yes. if we study what do you call it, geometric engineering, we will be engineers. Civil engineer, we will be engineers. If we also do what do you call it, town planning, then we will do that. We can also become building contractors. So let us study the building plan here. Wow, this is the building plan. What do we do with the building plan? Which of the following algebraic expressions can be used to find the perimeter of the warehouse? Wow, so there's the warehouse. I have the bedroom here, bedroom 4, bedroom 2, bedroom 1, bedroom 3. We have the central room, we have the living room. Yes, so we need a warehouse, which is 3,500 centimeters wide and x centimeters in height. This is long and this is wide, right? So the perimeter is simply the total distance around the warehouse. So the warehouse is in this form. Let's put it here. We have x wide 3,500 long, x wide 3,500 long. So x plus x will give us 2 of the x. So 2 of the x plus 3,500 plus 3,500 will give us 3,500. Or you can say that the perimeter of this is a rectangle is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. You see that we have 2 here and 2 here. I want to solve it as the options are. P equals 2 times L plus W. So which one is our answer? C. Because here you're gonna get 2 times x, or if you bring the 3,500 first, that's the length plus the width in the same way. Or here we can factorize the 2 out to get 2 into x plus 3,500. That's as simple as that. Now, a balloon cost Ghana 2 cedis. Hey, balloon. We used to buy this 10 pesos elsewhere. If Jane wants to buy 5 balloons for herself, Jane, you want to buy 5 balloons. So how much will you pay? You are going to pay 5 times 2 Ghana cedis. So it will cost Jane, wow, 5 times Ghana 2 cedis. If Jane wants to buy 5, then Jane is going to pay 5 times 2 for herself. And then buy an additional X. So addition, in addition means add. So Jane will buy additional X, no problem, for each of her 10 friends. So if I have 10 friends and I want to give them X times 10, then I'm going to have 10X. What algebraic expression can be used to express the total cost of balloons? Wow. Now let's do it and see. So I have 5 times 2 Ghana cedis plus 10 times X. Wow. So what do we do? So this 10 times X will cost how much? It will cost Jane times 2 Ghana cedis. You see that? I need X balloons for each of the 10 friends. So I'll give 10 X times 10. X times 10. But all of them will cost me 2 Ghana cedis. Each will cost me 2. Or let's see this way. If this one is being more complicated. Let's see. I need X balloon for my first friend, another X balloon for my second friend, another X balloon, another X balloon. So I will need 10 X balloons because X will go X plus X plus X plus X 10 times. So I need 10 X balloons for the 10 friends. Now this 10 X balloons will cost me each. This will cost me 2 cedis. This will cost me 2 cedis. So I'll pay 2 times 10X. Wow. So I hope now it is clear. So now I'm going to get 5 times 2 plus 2 times, I want to use brackets, 10x. This is 2 and this is 2. So I can factorize 2 out to get 5 plus 10x. And this is A as my option in a very simple way. So 2 times 5 is what I'll pay. And 2 times 10x is what I'll pay for my 10 friends. So if 10 friends, each of them need X balloons, then they are going to get 10X balloons times the cost. Wow. Let's see the next one here. Substitute values into given formula and evaluate them. Oh, this one there, let me leave it for you to solve. You can just do that one in a very simple way, right? You can do that one. That is, find the total distance around the unit, around the nut, given that x equal to 2, y equal to 1.9, and t equal to 2.1. So add all these. We have x plus x, that is 2x, plus y, 2y, plus t, 2t. So put x equal to 2 here, y equal to 19 here. But remember, it is 2 times, you put it here. Here is 2 times 1.9, you put it there, plus 2 times t is 2.1. And here is 2. So do this and then leave your answer at the comment section. Now let us look at this one. Wow. You are constructing a frame for the rectangular photo shown. You want the frame to be the same width all the way around and the total area of the frame and photo to be 315 square inches, right? What should the outer dimensions of the frame be? Wow, this is a very nice question. Solve this one too and leave your answer at the comment section.